What's going on, y'all? We're back. More wildlife for y'all. We now are in the December update. So we're going to go over the change logs. And again, like I normally do, we'll go and check out the progress of the map development. And apparently, with this version, we now have, I guess, some more overhaul combat. So I'm going to check out how the combat has changed in this. I've gone over the combat for this game a while ago. It was quite a while ago, but they made some changes to it. They're still tweaking it. They're still adding stuff to it. So again, what I normally do is we'll go over the change logs, and what I'll do now is, again, I'll change it up a little bit more. Normally, what I would do is I would show the old area first, then I'd show the new area and how it's changed. I'm going to do that opposite now because they've gotten so much of these areas done now where it's kind of starting to get hard to see the changes, the big changes that they've made, or the small changes, I should say, sorry. So whatever new area we go to, if I notice there's a major change, then what I'll do is I'll show what it used to previously look like, just to save time on the video. I don't want it to be too long or whatnot. But first off, we'll go over the change logs, and we'll see what they've added, and we'll go from there. So we'll go to what's new. Now, normally what these guys do is they release a test version of the recent update, and then about 3 or 4 or 5 days later they'll release this, like the actual full ver well the most version they're going to give us. The test version, just to make sure there's no bugs before they release the more better version. So I didn't go over that one, but I did check the change logs before that one, and one of the most major things about this game is the animation count. Obviously, is we're going to worry about the animation count, how many animations have been added. So the previous version, well, not the previous version, but the test build for this version had 99 animations added, which is actually pretty high. Usually they average about 60 to 70 animations, but in this one, the version that came out a couple days later, which actually was kind of delayed for another week so they could finish the combat. They've added 141 to this, so basically there's 240 animations added to this, which is actually really, really high, which is actually pretty crazy. But yeah, so technically 240 animations added. New character, Con Tiger, Capelli based on Carl Skeleton. New character, Fat Toad, Diablo Skeleton. Um, Actually, you know what? Because I don't like this. I don't mind this stuff. It's the improvements I don't want to see because I want to discover the map changes on my own. So what I do is I'll just slowly scroll by, and mostly the add-ons I don't mind reading, but I'll go over that stuff later. But usually this stuff, the add-ons, just telling you what new characters they added, new clothing, and then this is usually what they did on the map improvements and then known issues. So I'm just going to slowly scroll down. You guys can pause it to check it out whenever you want. I just don't want to have the map spoiled by reading this. I want to discover it on my own. So yeah, we'll just scroll down here real quick. Alright, so that's it for the add-ons. For the improvements, I'll just slowly go while not watching it. Cool. Alright, so that's the change logs. What we'll do now is I'll actually go over the animations. Click here. Wait for that to pop up. Alright, so here we are for the animations. And all the way down. God damn, there's so many. So technically, so there's December 6th and then December 17th. So December 6th was the test version, and then December 17th is the version we're on right now, which is basically the test version was the version of this we're using right now. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of animations added for the Shay skeleton and the Sethro skeleton, and actually What I might do is I might go over the skeletons, how the skeletons work in this, because a lot of people have asked me about like when it comes to modding, how come? Or actually, you know what? I'll save that for a separate video. I'll actually save that for a separate video. But so yeah, we've got a bunch of animations here. I won't say the words out loud, just because YouTube is listening. So that's for heterosexual. Then you have homosexual slash uh, Fuda, if you know what that is. Goddamn. So December 17th, there's Maya and Shay Fuda, if you know what that is again. So like I said, this game has something for everybody. If you're into that stuff, well, there you go. So a bunch of animations were added to there. Then we move up to Carpelli and Carpelli. So if you're, I guess, a furry and you're into that stuff, you've got that. You got furry on furry, and you also have furry on human. So nothing new's been added to that. Oh my! I didn't even notice they had a food section for this. What the hell? But yeah, there's nothing new there. Human on Carpelli. New September. Oh geez, here we go. We got a big one. Carl and Max. Oh damn. Okay, well there's some male on male furry stuff for y'all if that's what you're into. Yeah, Max and Ron. Oh Lord, so they really went in on the uh, the dude on Animal Dude. This this build, it looks like. If that's what you're into, you know, I guess they're trying to reach every audience, which is I can't blame them. So December 5th, holy smokes! So they added a lot of stuff for the Shay and Carl skeleton. God damn, did they ever? Oh my gosh, they added a lot of stuff for Shay. So Shay and Grok, Shay or Maya and Carl, and then December 17th. So basically, the test build added a lot of stuff for Maya and Shay when it comes to the female humans on furry male humans, and then we've got some more here for the December 17th. So the final build here that we're playing now, Maya Ron. So Ron's the humanoid dog character, I think. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff there. Holy yeah, they went hard on the human on furries with this one. And as for the groups, the test build, so just Max, Maya. Okay, so there's two there. For solo animations, December 6th, Tally. God damn. No, I'll let you read that. I won't say that aloud. Tally. I think that's the cow lady. Maybe I can't remember. New first, so there's nothing else new there. Nothing else new in the mini games, and that's about it. So yeah, they went heavy on the animations for Maya and Shay, and they also went heavy on the animations for Maya, Shay, and the male furries. Cool. Okay then. Interesting. But with that being said, let's check out the map. All right, so if we zoom out here, let's get out of this. So we're going to start here. This is my favorite area of the map, and they did a major update to it last time, so they furnished all of the place. I'm kind of hoping that they textured everything now. Seeing how this thing's textured, I'm kind of thinking that they might have been texturing here. So let's check it out. And yes, it looks like they've textured it. Nice. Let's get some lighting up here. Oh my gosh, did they ever? Oh wow, this place looks finished. Nice. So what I'll do is because this is a major change, I'll show off this area, and then I'll show an older version of this place from the previous version where this place wasn't textured. This is awesome. I've been waiting like years for this place to finally get finished, and they're finally getting to it. Thank God. The way that she runs up the steps, though, the jiggle physics. So, what I'm assuming is probably next for this place is the lighting. Probably, they're gonna have some torches and stuff set up for this place to have light. But like on its own, like god damn, this place texture looks nice. Oh, what's this? Oh wow, I don't think I've seen this. Ooh, cave. Oh wow. Oh wait, this kind of seems familiar actually. What's this? Locked? Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, there's something in here. All right, we'll come back to this. I want to finish checking this place out. Stop. All right, where are we going? How do we get up here? What? So, what? A lamp? Really? Like a electric lamp? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. This place has electricity, like power? That's kind of odd. I wonder. Huh. Interesting. Unless it's going to be a candle. It almost looks like an electric lamp, though. I could be wrong. See, and like I said, like one of the things I really love what they're doing is the detail. They're not just copy and pasting like the buildings. Like all the furniture's laid out in different ways, which is something I like. I really appreciate when it comes to stuff like that. That those small details is like stuff I really like. Like you can see that like some of the huts look the same, but inside they're all laid out different with furniture. Like the furniture is not the exact same, which is just I appreciate that type of stuff. And yes, we're gonna check every single building because I've been waiting years to see this shit. Every staircase, every floor. Again, these things. What are these things? I wonder. Because these things are these drone type things have been like in this game like since the beginning, like for years. Even the early versions of this game had these drone looking things. So I'm curious what they're supposed to be. Hey, what's this? Okay, I remember this. So these wood planks still don't have any textures, but like just like if you just stand from here and look at like the environment, like damn, it looks nice. Let's get the editor up for a second. I want to um, move the sun over some. That's too much. Where you at? So just like the scenery is just friggin' awesome, man. Like they did a good job with the foliage. Like that just looks really nice. And just the sense of scale. That's another thing, like the sense of scale for this area. I'm so happy this area is developed, man. So I think that's it for this area. I think we've seen all that has to be offered here. So let's check out what it used to look like in the previous version. All right, so here we go, the older version, and you can see like there's definitely some changes. Yeah, see, there was no textures. Like there was the color scheme was kind of right, but like you can see this is just flat. And now in the current version, it's like more of a fabric look. Yes, they're developing it. Gosh, finally. Yo, what took you guys so long? So yeah.
Oh shoot!
So I won't
And wait till
I won't play the whole thing. We can just we get an idea. Like one of these buildings, all the color schemes look the same, so you can see that it's all textured now. Um, yeah, so this is what it looked like. It was all bland at first, but now that we got all the wood textures, the fabric textures. So yeah, I'm really excited. They did a good job here. Really good job. As you can see here. All right, so what we'll do is we'll move on to the next area. I'm trying to remember the way I did it in the video, but it doesn't really matter. I can just pick whichever part of the map I want. So since we're here, we'll actually check out the village over here. I don't know if it's I can't remember the name of it. It's a fishing village or whatever. But look at this, man. This almost looks like Pandora from Avatar. They still haven't. I wonder what's taking them so long to texture these purple leaves. So they've got the blue or the blue one, the green one's done, but these purple textures for the leaves, they haven't touched those yet. I wonder why. Hmm. So next is the village here. Wow. Oh, okay. I think we got some big. Oh yeah, look at that. So now they've starting to put more leaves and stuff around. They're starting to detail the area more. I don't think there was this many trees and bushes here either. Wow. Okay, this is something we'll definitely have to check. Let me see real quick. I usually like to have the sun over here. So I just like how the sun, like on the sunset, it's gonna the light shines through the rock here. Oh, I think so sensitive. There's one thing they friggin' get right in this game, and it's the goddamn lighting. I absolutely love it. I say this every time I play this or I show this off, but I absolutely love the lighting. And yeah, it just looks like they added a lot of foliage detail here. Well, we'll have to check it out in the previous version, see what the changes are. But I believe this is supposed to be this is Village's hospital area. It's so cool covering the development for this game, especially a game like this, since there aren't many games like this. Honestly, I don't think there is any other game like this, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that to like, suck this game's ass, but there's a lot of adult type games out there, but none that I've ever heard of or seen that have gone to the lengths that these guys are going to, where they're actually making an actual game with it. They're not just making, a fucking FAP simulator where you're just watching a cutscene. Like this is like there's gameplay, there's combat, there's a story, there's an open world, it's a playable game. Like there's no basic style movement or storyboard, like almost like a storyboard if you think about it. But yeah, so this is this area here. One thing I'm wondering though is, geesh, what the more assets they add, I wonder how taxing this is going to be on like the average PC. But yeah, so that's this village. Let's check out the previous version and see if these changes are really noticeable or not. Because I think they are. Because I don't remember seeing all these trees and foliage, and especially like the brush that they're starting to add on the walls of the canyons here. All right, so here we are.
Wow, what a difference.
And I'm gonna mute this just so I'm not talking over my own voice and it's sounding weird. Um, Geez, I kind of got the lighting. I need to turn right, keep going. Yes, turning right, turning right. So actually, this area here. So yeah, you can see um, the cliffside's got these little roots or vines, but you don't really see like a lot of this stuff as much as it is now. So it looks like they just added to it. So there's that area. And now that I think about it, maybe they didn't make many changes here, and I just never noticed it until then. But like again, this white stuff here, like these extra leaves that they look like they added, that looks like it's new. But all these trees and stuff, I guess, are kind of the same. All right, so now that I took a second look at the video in here, I think they changed these trees. So these trees look like they're a bit bigger and they do cover a bit more of this area. But again, this is where what I've talked about where it comes to like such small details that it's hard to actually tell. Um, but nevertheless, this area still looks great, still looks amazing. Um, and yeah, so let's head to the other village over here with the that's like on the water here. All right, so approaching this area here. Okay, this looks different. Looks like they extended this dock here. I don't believe this dock used to be here. So that looks new, but not a huge change. Um, all this stuff still looks the same. I'm pretty sure they had all this stuff already done. So this stuff still looks the same. I mean, it's not that it's bad that it looks the same. It looks great. It looks like it's completed. I can't see anything else they'd have to do to this area other than just start adding, the NPCs or whatever any NPCs are going to have in this area. But this place looks fully textured now, and I believe it was fully textured in the last version. Um, yeah. Yep, place looks great. no complaints here. Everything looks great. I can't tell. I can't see any major changes, so I'm not going to bother jumping back into the previous version because it would just be a waste of your guys' time. Because I've been covering this place for a long time, so if there's any major changes, I would kind of see that. Other than they just adding more trees, which would hard to be hard to tell, anyways. But yeah, so that's it for this area, and we will move on to oh wait, what the heck? Oh, cool, those things are moving now. We'll move on to actually the base over here. Alright, so from a distance up in the air, it looks like they've started to add more of these trees, these little trees here. Because the map's starting to look more filled in with foliage and stuff, trees. So it looks like they might have added more trees here. So this map's starting to look less barren. Here, I can't imagine there's much done here. Like, what else can they do to these places? These places already look great and finished, so we'll just take a quick peek in here. If I don't notice any big changes or anything in here, I won't bother going through all the buildings. Um, if you want to see what the insides of the rest of the buildings look like, check out my previous video where I walk through them all. But again, I can't see them really making any more changes here. Like, everything is pretty much as good as it's going to be, other than just adding smaller details that you really wouldn't notice without sticking a magnifying glass to everything. But yeah, other than that, looks pretty good. I can't notice any changes here, so that's all we'll mess around with in this area. So we'll head to Warrior Village next and see any big changes there or not. Alright, so we're here at Warrior Village, and again, it's really kind of hard to tell what's been changed here. That looks new. These big wooden logs look kind of new. I don't recall ever seeing those, these big wooden logs. Wait a minute. Actually, you know what? There are some changes here. I don't believe I've seen these little tents. Did they redo this? I thought this was textured last night. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a peek. We'll have to view the previous version of this now because I'm curious. I know these big tree trunks, what it looks like to be tree trunks, anyways. These are new, and I think this whole entranceway to this house is new. I can't remember there being a little fence here and all this small little detailed stuff here. So yeah, we'll check out the previous version and see what changes might have been made here. It's kind of hard to tell. It has been 2 months since I've been here. But, all right, let's check out the previous version and see if there's been any major changes here. All right, so here we are, the older version. Actually, yeah, you know what? I think actually I was wrong. Those little tents were there. These big tree trunk things were there. Okay, you know what? I was wrong. I probably just didn't remember seeing that stuff. So it doesn't look like much, or if anything, has been changed here. So maybe they didn't do much to this area. Yeah, see, this area is still changed too, or the same. So yeah, I was wrong. They didn't do much. So yeah, we'll go back. All right, so that's that for this area. Let's head on to the next one and see if anything's been changed over at this village over here. All right, so heading down to this village, it looks like there's some new structures from this distance. These tall white things. Are these houses? Yeah, so it looks like these might be houses of some sort. These are definitely new. I don't remember these at all. Um, and they're not even textured yet, so that's how I can kind of tell they're new, but I could be wrong. But I don't think it's worth jumping back into the other video for, because again, I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Other than those exterior wind farm looking things, maybe they look like they're kind of like windmills or something. Doesn't look like much has changed. Let's see if they've started furnishing the insides of these places. And actually, yeah, I think they are. I think they're starting to furnish. They still haven't added like splash physics or water physics, swimming physics yet, which is weird because in like the Unreal Engine 4 version they had swimming. So I wonder why they're waiting so long to add it. But yeah, this is all new, I believe. These mats and stuff like that. Let's again, this looks like it's going to be a pool. And actually, is the color scheme changed? I think the color scheme might have changed. Okay, yeah, so they're starting to furnish the insides of these places now. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So I don't believe these places were furnished last time. Wow. Um, yeah, so this is actually, we will jump into the old version and just check out if I was right or wrong about that, because I don't think these places were furnished the last time we were in here. And you know what? I won't lie. There's something that looks different about this area because it's not bugging me as much anymore. It's not bugging me as much as it used to. I remember I had a real problem with the changes here when they changed the entire architecture and layout of this place, but now I'm actually kind of starting to like it. It's like I think the color scheme has changed for this area, but everything's got that like open, wide open concept, which is kind of nice. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff missing here. Actually, I thought there was more buildings here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think you might have some big changes here now that I think about it. Cause I don't remember there being such a huge gap in between these buildings and this big one back here. Yeah, it doesn't look like. Oh no, maybe they started. It looks like they might have started furnishing this thing. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, let's check out the previous version because I feel like there's been some changes here worth checking out. All right, so here we go. So again, yep. So these little wind farm things, there's in the old version there weren't any here, and now there are some here. And I think these look like they've been changed because I don't remember seeing them for like a full windmill there. Um, if you come here, yeah, you know what? I think there has been some color scheme changes here. Yeah, there's still that big gap in between the village and the big building here, so I was wrong about that. But it looks like because there's a lot of reddish brown, like a lot of darker colors. And it looks like I came right in here. Yeah, see, they had no furnishings in here and no lighting either. There was no lighting in here. See how they started furnishing this area, these these homes. So again, it's a lot of like dark, solid colors. Let's check out the game here. Let's do a quick fly around again. So yeah, it looks like they did change the color scheme of this area, which actually is kind of nice. I kind of like that change, and I don't know, it's starting to grow on me now. I didn't like. I was appalled. I didn't like these changes at all. I still think the older architecture and building layouts were better than these, but this is better than the older version of these buildings. So yeah, there is a different color scheme here. And I would, yep, these windmills were. It looks like they changed them again. So I don't know why, but this one here looked like it was more developed and it had more stuff done to it. But yeah, they've definitely changed the color scheme here. So I like it. I like the color changes here, and starting to see the place furnished. Yeah, this village is actually starting to grow on me now. I kind of like it. I'm starting to like it. I don't like it as much as the other architecture, like I said, but I'm starting to like it. It doesn't look so cartoony now all of a sudden. But yeah, so next is the desert area, and we'll go and head over there and check that area out. All right, so heading over to the desert area, we've got these that have already been here. These have always been here, so that's not much of a change there. But there is a big village over here, so what's going to be a village, or I'm not exactly sure if these are supposed to be ruins, but actually, I always got to get the sun over here whenever I do this. Ooh, okay, it looks a little busier here. I don't recall ever this bridge being here, so that's different. Now, I would go through. I'm not going to go through the trouble of showing a different, like the older version of this, because this place is so cluttered already, and I don't think I'd be able to really see all the changes. But I can tell you for sure that this is new. These bridges and stuff here look new. This is. I don't recall this entrance here ever being here. This looks new. Could be wrong, but like, oh my gosh, this place is busy now. Holy. The sun does kind of make it washed out here, though. I don't know if that's something they can tweak for this individual area, but just because this place is so bright red, the sun's brightness kind of washes the area out with like washes the colors out. Let's take a quick peek down here in the prison. So yeah, this pretty much looks the same. I know there's something up here. I could just I could phase through it, but I won't do that right now. I don't want to waste too much time. But this place does look like it's got a lot more detail to it. And these are the areas that are going to be really hard to see the difference in because there's just so much going on in the desert areas, like these villages. Like there's so much going on here. Now I'm curious, are all these extra doorways, are they going to be all individual homes you can go into? Or are some of these just going to be aesthetic looking? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, let's check up in her. Nope, doesn't look like anything's been changed here. So there's definitely changes here. I can tell by the bridge and all this other stuff. It's really hard to notice all the details of these places because they're so busy. Next we'll check like the Stony Bridge area, I'll call it. Oh wait, what's this? This is new. Oh wow, this wasn't even in the last version, I don't think. As far as I know, because I don't, unless I just didn't come here. But it looks like they're starting to make more stuff here. Holy smokes! How big are they going to make these villages and stuff? Yeah, this stuff is definitely new. Actually, you know what I could do? I can turn the sun's brightness down too, I believe, too. Its intensity. Sun's light intensity. Yeah, I can turn that down. So the colors don't look so washed. Oh, frig. I just shut the light off for the whole world. Let's see how that looks. It's a bit dark. Video quality actually gets darker too. Alright, that's good enough. So yeah, this is definitely a new area. I don't recall seeing this area at all. So we've got looks like development. I don't know if they're expanding the village we were just at, or if this is going to be a whole new thing. But gosh, man, they're still not done, I guess. Oh wait, what's this? I don't recall this being here. What the heck's going on with it? What is this though? Holy, what the? Yeah, this looks new. This area here is new too. I'm pretty sure. But remember, guys, this game's a scam. All this work they're putting into this game, but it's a scam. All right, so the Stony Bridge area is what I'll call this area here. So these pillars look new. Oh wait, what's this? Now this is new. This is new. We have not seen this yet. Wow. Okay, yep. This is all new here. Cool. Oh my gosh, like how detailed is this gonna be? It still goes down. Holy. And we hit a dead end. Yep, dead end. But geesh, man. So that's I guess that's why this stuff's flickering in and out. It's new and they just haven't fixed everything yet. Smoke effects, but this is new. This is brand new. Like I can't even go back to the video and show you what this used to look. Oh wait, what the? Okay, no, there's just one out there. Thought there was another way out or another chamber area. But this is new. This is definitely new. Holy smokes. So I wonder if they've done anything with the ship. Oh look. I think this is new too. They're starting to carve out this area more. Okay. Holy. So we got a lot of landscape changes here. And I'm assuming this is going to go into somewhere. Holy smokes. So yeah, big changes here. Big changes here. Alright, so we'll check the temple area. Looks like they're starting to add foliage here too. So cactuses. I never fly to that place right whenever I do this for some reason. But give me a sec. Also, looks like they're starting, like this was all deserty looking area. Looks like they started to add some green here to this area. That's something new, I think. They've added green up here. It used to be all just red rock. Now this place is going to be the hardest to tell any changes, unless they're huge drastic changes, because this place is just so detailed. There's just so much going on here. Like with all this excavation equipment and oh, whoever got the job of detailing this area, geesh, man, you got a lot of work to do. Like when it, like not that it's bad. I'm just saying like just texture and everything, and like there's just so much going on here. It's gonna be tedious, very tedious work here. But it's a really cool area. I like it. What's that noise? What the? That's new. What the hell is that? Why am I here? What's making that noise? We got a mystery to solve. Where's that noise coming from? Huh. See, because now I'm curious. They have something hidden inside the rock. Oh, what the? There's something in here. Whoa. Okay, how do I get in here? I mean, I can just make myself go in here, I guess, if I want to, if I really wanted to. Stop it. Okay, check this out. Wow, so this looks new. I've never been here before. There's that damn dinging noise. What is that? This almost looks like it would be like a platforming area. Huh, interesting. Okay, that's gonna drive me nuts because now I want to know. For all I know, because that could be just like an audio cue. There may not even be an object that's connected to that sound yet. So no, I'll try not to waste too much time looking for that. I would like to explore this and see what's going on in here. See, there's so much to try and cover. Sheesh. So that's new. The interior to that, as far as I know, I've never been in there before. And again, to see the difference in this area here would be so hard to just point out anything small. But we will check out the temple because we'll be able to see if there's any major changes to that. I call it the temple. I mean, I don't think that's the name of it, but we're here. And again, it'd be really hard to tell what's changed in here. I wouldn't be able to tell you off by heart, and to try and look at a video of the previous version. I mean, I haven't walked through every inch of this place. Don't think you guys would want to sit there and watch that long of a video of me trying to go through every nook and cranny of this game because there's a lot going on. But yeah, not much that I can notice from the outside here. But let's check out this area here. And already, I don't think these big doors were here before. Statues were here. And not much going on here. Egg room. So it looks like maybe they added textures to these stones. I could be wrong. And then again here, I'll never be able to tell you what they've done here unless it's something major. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything major has changed here. So we'll check out this crashed ship next. In the desert area. And just right off the bat, it doesn't look like anything in the desert's really changed. As we pull up to the ship, doesn't look like much has changed here. I think they might have changed the color scheme of right here, because I think these were more of a brownish color. And I don't recall there being like these slabs here. I think they were just, this was all smooth. So maybe they might be starting to texture this area. It's a pretty big area when you're on foot here. So that's the thing about flying around in this game. When you fly around, it makes the map look really small. But on foot, like, god damn, this map's actually pretty damn big. Going here, doesn't look like much has changed. Let's just take a wait a minute. Was that always there? I thought I could go. I thought that was always open. That doesn't look like much has changed there. Let's check out the cockpit and see if anything's happening at the cockpit area. As you can see, this is a massive ship. So no, it doesn't look like they've changed anything in the cockpit area. So for anyone that hasn't seen, like in a previous video, the ship's got lots of nooks and crannies and vents that you can walk around in and explore. I won't go through all of that in this video because it's all just passageways. It's like nothing's textured or anything. Other than that, there is the secret research area that I'll check out one right quick. So give me a sec. Alright, so this is the secret research lab that's in the game. It's actually a really big area too, inside the map. And we'll just check to see if there's been any changes in here. Actually, that kind of looks different. These little radiation thingies, maybe something look like they detect radiation. Crew quarters. It'll be kind of hard to tell the changes. There's no lighting in here either. I could turn lumen off and it would just make generally everything look bright. Then it kind of changes the look of the game. Observation. So again, doesn't look like much has changed here. The heck is this? Actually, maybe they've started to change a few things. I don't remember these beds being here. Sheesh, what the hell are they gonna have going on up here, man? Experiments or something? God damn. Research lab. My gosh, this place is very intricate. Okay, so I remember these things. Oh, of course, of course, yeah, of course. So this here looks new. I don't recall these bedding things here. I don't remember those being here. So that looks new. Just so much going on here. Generator. Like there's much going on here. Biolab? Okay, now this looks like they just added more foliage to these containers. If I'm correct, I could be wrong, but I don't think this place was fully like filled with all these plants. So again, interesting. I wonder how this is going to tie into the story. What's going to happen here? Really makes you curious about what they got going on here. And I think that's it, except for one area. One sec here, guys. So there was like a huge giant pit with like this big metal generator contraption thing, but it looks like they might have removed it. So that's curious. Wonder what they're going to be doing then, because now this big block here is just empty. If I zoom out some, so this area here, this big giant thing was a big pit, but there was like a big giant machine inside of it that kind of looked like a heart. But that's gone. So that's kind of curious. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it for the map development and some of the change logs and whatnot. As you can see, I've just here with some player created content. As you can see, I am an Invisigirl. That's what I like about this game, and there's just so much stuff you can do and fool around with in this game. This is another player content. I don't want to get too close to over there, or the game might, or YouTube might, what the hell? YouTube might age restrict the video. We'll just get a quick little pass by here. I don't know what the hell is going on here. What is going on? What? Okay. This is a strip club, but take place? I'm not gonna risk doing that. Not in this game. But oh Lord. Do I dare look around this corner? I hear adult noises coming over there, so I'm not gonna walk in there. But yeah, that's pretty much what the hell. That's pretty much it, guys. There's not what's going on over there. Okay, we're not gonna go that way either. Um, so yeah, that's it, guys. I might make a separate video showing like the combat. I might start trying to mess around with the story and see what's going on with it and how the story's going in development. Another thing I will talk about real quick too is this game has a VR mode too, so I need to try that out. This has VR. Also, what's really crazy about this is I guess you can hook this game up to Love Sense. And for those that don't know what that is, Love Sense, I guess, is they've they've got some kind of deal. Like the wildlife team has some kind of promotion going on with um, an adult toy company. I guess there's like toys for men that will let's they'll take care of your needs, but it's a machine that'll do it for you automatically on its own, I guess. And you can hook it up to the game, so as the characters are doing their thing, the machine will move at the same pace as the characters, if you kind of get what I mean, which is actually really fucking crazy when I think about that. Like, that's nuts. So I guess you can hook yourself up to VR and then have this machine doing that to you as matching the pace of what's going. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Is this cyberpunk? Like, it's nuts. This crazy stuff that's going on. But yeah, I guess that's what Love Sense is like it's a program for, I guess, these adult toys that can sync with other things, which is, it's fucking crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this version. There's probably a lot I didn't see. Um, what I'll probably do is when I got more time, because I've been really strapped for time lately with work, and I got kids, wife, and I'm also a hardcore gamer, so I'm trying to get as much gaming as I can, so it kind of takes away from me making videos like this. But I'll probably explore the game a bit more, like the map, see if there's anything I missed, and maybe um, I kind of want to refine the modding guide I made for this game, so I might do that as well. But other than that, guys, that's it for now. Any questions about the game, or if you feel like there's something I could have shown or didn't show, or you want me to show, just leave it in the comments, and then maybe I'll make a video out of it. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good one. Peace.